What a lot of martial arts, it's all about just like, okay, here's how I'd kill you. And like in real life, like you usually, like sometimes you do need to fight to kill and like you're in a life or death situation. A lot of times like that's not really it's not the best thing. You want to be able to escalate and de-escalate violence. And that's what Jiu-Jitsu does really well. And so the scenario that I always think of is like, think of like your drunk uncle at Thanksgiving. Like he's acting a fool, he's like getting weird with people and he's just, you need to like
You just gotta get him to chill out.
You gotta get him to chill out, okay?
All right, we're at 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu here in downtown LA with my man Patrick. Patrick's gonna get me started, give me a good lesson today.
Some people call Jiu-Jitsu the art of folding clothes while people are still wearing them, like doing laundry.
It's fucking insane.
Some people might call it the gentle art. That's literally what it translates to. Kind of pretentious in my opinion, but you know, you can call it the gentle art. It's a literal translation. One of my favorite names for it is murder yoga. You know, because you have an opponent generally in front of you, right here, and they're trying to fold your body in ways that are just not good for your health. And so before we do murder yoga, we want to do some actual yoga to prepare our body for this crazy thing that we do called jiu-jitsu. So we're gonna start with one way I like to just start my sessions, okay, is I call it hugging the sky 3 times.
Let's do it.
All right, so we're going to, in yoga they call it like sun salutations, but that's like kind of too hippy dippy for me. I just call it hugging the sky here, where we're gonna put our hands together, we're gonna reach out wide, look up to the sky, and put your hands together, drop them back down, do that 3 times.
We do this in yoga, and then we're going to like our tree pose.
Yeah, people have, you know, all these different names for it. But there's evidence that it, just by opening your chest, it actually like raises your kind of
It feels more powerful.
Ambient testosterone level.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of bringing this attitude like I'm gonna take on the world versus I'm gonna like close myself off from the world. And we're just gonna get our shoulders loose with some over underarm swings. Pat yourself on the back for waking up and coming to jiu-jitsu. And we're gonna do some swinging trunk twists, get our spine rotation a little bit in order here.
Ooh, that bad boy cracked. I didn't do something.
Yeah, it's always fun to get a good crack, a little back crack. All right, and then we're gonna do 5 slow squats, starting to get those hips and and hamstrings engaged, those quads. We're sending our butt back and our knees wide. 1, 3, 4, and 5. Nice, now we're gonna go wide legs, and we're just gonna hang and grab our elbows and just let gravity
little
pull on our
ragdoll
hamstrings and lower back, swaying side to side. Just doing some murder yoga, no big deal. Now we're gonna put our hands on the mat.
Yes, sir.
And we're gonna put plenty of weight on your hands. You're gonna walk side to side into lunges like this.
Oh, I'm trash at these. Even
Yeah,
really
so the more weight you put on your hands, the easier it'll be on your knees.
Oh my God, bro.
Yeah, so just really put a lot of weight on your hands and then get as much fold in your knee as possible without putting yourself in danger.
Bro, my hips are terrible. Oh, you're folding that back foot. Okay,
There you go,
we go.
Just side to side, getting
Oh, that makes a huge difference,
getting
bro.
your lower body, again, used to being folded up different ways. Feel if there's any creaks and cracks in your knees. All right, now we're gonna go on our hands and knees. We're gonna do cat-cows.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So we're gonna lock out our elbows. We're gonna round our spine and arch our spine. We're really trying to articulate every vertebrae from our tailbone to the base of our skull. This movement of sinking our chest through our biceps is actually crucial to being able to execute a lot of chokes. Good. All right, now we're gonna step one. We're gonna do mountain climber stretch. We're gonna step one leg up into a lunge.
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna keep our opposite hand posted just like that. Good. We're gonna pick up our back knee up off the mat, so it's like a straight line almost. Mm-hmm. And then we're gonna take our other hand. We're gonna drop our elbow inside our heel, our front heel, and then twist to the sky. Yeah, you should feel a stretch in your hamstring when you drop.
Oh yeah, definitely back here.
And yeah, so that part's your outer hip. This part, when you drop down, is your front hamstring.
Oh, whoa, yeah.
And your rear hip flexor also.
Yep.
And then when you twist, it's your outer front hip. Do 3 of those. Nice. And now we're gonna switch sides here. We're gonna step up our other leg, pick up your back knee,
Yep.
drop and twist. All right, excellent work.
Yes, sir.
Now we're gonna sit straight into a butterfly stretch.
Let's get it.
All right, so you've probably done this before.
Oh, hell
Feet
yeah.
together. First, we're gonna think about just keeping our feet together far away from our hips. We're not gonna try to bring them into our hips yet. Just to keep them far away. And we're gonna focus on just pressing our knees to the mat. We're gonna do like kind of one thing at a time. So you grab your ankles with your hands and our elbows are gonna go to our knees and we're just gonna press our knees to the mat.
My feet dirty as hell.
I wouldn't have been able to tell.
Yeah, bro. Shit.
I can't smell anything. Were you at the beach yesterday?
Nah, bro. I just walking, I think, in the back or something.
Oh, dude. Okay. The floor is lava. You gotta remember that.
Yeah, I gotta
wear,
say.
Yeah, you gotta wear sandals.
Makes sense. It's on David, bro. He didn't teach me. He didn't teach me the rules.
Jiu-Jitsu etiquette 101 right there.
Yeah.
All right. And now we're gonna bring our heels close to our hips.
All right, let's get it.
And now, as they're close to your hips, you can try to push your knees down also. Now, everyone makes that mistake their first day in Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah, my feet dirty as hell. I'm about to go wipe these off.
Boom. All right, and then we're gonna do rock. Actually, we're first gonna do bridges now. This is one of the most fundamental movements in all of Jiu-Jitsu. Is a bridge escape. Okay, you'll watch it, and then you'll try it. Lay down with our feet close to our hips here. Okay, and I'm going to elevate my hips as high as I can. And as I do, I reach diagonally across to direct my hip bridge in one direction or the other. All right, give that a try.
All right, bro. So the feet need to be.
Heels get as close to your butt as you can.
Dang, bro, you are fucking limber to get there.
Yeah, if they're right here, that's fine too. Okay, and then we're just gonna get our hips. For right now, let's just do the hips. Get your hips up. Well, good. And back down. And back up. And back down. Good. Now we're gonna direct that bridge, not just on top of us, because imagine your opponent's on top of us. If we just go straight up, then they just fall straight back down on top of us.
Okay.
So what we want to do is take them in a direction. So we're gonna direct that with our hand is gonna reach across. Bam, good. And then we go the other way. We're gonna do 10 of those. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. So this is not going to be part of today's lesson, but I'm going to show you the utility of a bridge like that.
Yep.
Okay. There's a move in Jiu-Jitsu called a trap and roll, where if someone's mounted on top of you, this is a bad place to be, right? Okay. So imagine I'm on top of you here, and maybe I'm trying to throw punches. You could trap one of my arms. You can just grip one of my arms here.
Like that?
Like that, and this one can grip right here. Okay. And you can trap my foot with your foot. You're gonna put your foot, just your ankle right outside of my ankle. Just anchor your ankle to my.
Is it working? I don't fucking know where my ankle is.
Connect it right there.
There we go. Okay.
You're trapping my arm. Okay. And then you just do a bridge in that direction with your hips.
Okay.
So go. Yeah, bam. And you knock me on top.
Got you.
On top of you.
Got
It's
you.
called trap and roll.
Damn, that is.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's not that simple in real life, but
No, of course not.
Because obviously somebody's fighting and resisting, but that is part of just basic, I guess, leverage that most people don't even think about.
Yeah, most people result to like bench pressing their opponent off of them.
Yeah.
But our hips really are the most important thing. So there's a lot more to know about that. That's that. But I just wanted to show you like why we do that bridge.
Yeah, I'm about to try
One
that on
reason.
civilians.
Yeah, you just go out there on the mean streets of downtown and just lay on your back and just like come at me, bro.
Yeah, there's definitely somebody at some point that'll lay on you, bro.
Okay, and then last movement I want us to practice before we get into some fun jiu-jitsu is the shrimp escape. This is the most fundamental movement in all of jiu-jitsu. The bridge is one of them, but the shrimp is like top tier. This is how we move on the ground away from an opponent here. Okay, so on a shrimp here, I'm gonna start like I'm gonna do a bridge, but I'm gonna fall on my side. So I'm gonna let one leg just like relax here. Okay, now being on my side, I'll show it, then I'll break it down here. Okay, so what we're doing is I'm jackknifing my body. I'm pushing off my outside foot here. I'm sending my hips back and my head forward. So my body turns into a jackknife.
Yeah.
And I go back to neutral, and I can do the other side. Okay, give that a try right now.
You know the secretive thing about this is the reason I quit jiu-jitsu. I could not figure out this basic ass move.
Okay, well we're gonna redeem you.
We're gonna get it today.
You're redeemed. Okay.
All right, so you have this foot here.
Yeah, you flop on your side.
Fall here.
Yep.
And then you use this foot to push which direction? Am I pushing that direction or that direction?
Good question. Your left foot is on the mat here. You're gonna push out that foot. You're gonna send your hips to this spot right here. So you're gonna, yes, that's it. Bam, right there.
And then do I bring this foot anywhere? Am I looking to end with this foot anywhere specific?
For now, it's fine where it is.
And then
now
I'm going back here.
Yep, and then this foot now anchors to the mat there.
Okay.
Bam,
and then I'm pushing this direction.
Yeah, good, yep.
All right, cool, gotcha.
And now you bring your...
Fuck, this is a lot to think about, bro. This like...
I know, it's like doing this, you know? This is the best part of jiu-jitsu.
I'm gonna have to go slow to like really just fucking... That's the way my brain works, bro. And I need to anchor this foot here, push the hips
Good,
in.
exactly.
All right, cool. And then
good, keep going.
Back. Yeah, I keep thinking to push the wrong way. All right, boom, boom.
Good. Keep going.
Oh, that way. Got it.
Good.
Oh, fuck, what am I doing? So I'm going here.
Yeah, you're good.
Here.
Excellent. Bam, you're like a black belt now.
I'm fucking learning, bro, quick. All right, there.
Quick.
And I'm trying to get out of that.
Yeah, so now let's look at like why we would do a movement like this.
Yes, sir.
A normal human response to like being on your back here.
Yeah.
If I'm on my back here and you're somewhere, like you're on top of me, maybe in my guard or maybe
You want me to mount you? Or?
You can just be standing right there. Normal human response is I'm right here. I don't want to be here. You're gonna throw punches at me. So I'm gonna turn over and get up and try to run. But the problem is you go on your back, okay, and you do what I just did. You turn over and try to get up. Go for it. Okay. Now you let me get on top of you and choke you out.
Fuck yeah, that's over.
Okay. And so we want to so the shrimp escape helps us change that instinct of showing our back to our opponent and giving up our neck. So instead, when you're on top of me here, what I want to do is I usually want to kick off of you here.
Yep.
Okay.
Get that space.
Do a shrimp escape, build up on my hand, and then get up while still facing you. Because one almost universal rule of fighting is never turn your back on your opponent. So the shrimp escape is the main way of not turning our back on our opponent. So to make this, like I said, more tactical here, you're on top of me here, you're threatening to throw punches, and I'm just like, oh shit, I'm about to die. This is the human thing to do.
Yeah.
The jiu-jitsu alien thing to do is to stay facing, okay? Kick off, okay? And then turn to one side, but I'm still facing you here. Do a Turkish get up. Or sorry, I need to create space in two ways. Before I think about getting up here, I'm always thinking about distance management. I push off of you, which could knock you back or could not knock you back that much.
Let's say it doesn't.
Okay? Let's say it doesn't. Now I need to do my shrimp to create space because you're not going away from me, so I got to go away from you. Put a foot on the mat. I shrimp here. Turkish get up on my elbow and hand. Okay, and then I build hip height and I get up.
Okay.
Meanwhile, I have one hand protecting me, blocking. Okay, so
now, is the one hand for the distance? Just, I mean, blocking as well, but is that gauging?
It's both, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it just depends on how close the guy is. So let's try this right now. You go on your back?
Okay. Fuck if I remember these moves.
Okay, so I'm right here, and I'm like trying to knock you out right here. Your feet are on my hips, generally.
Oh, up here? Okay,
so you're
cool.
kind of pushing me
So I'm
off.
gonna push you off there.
Now one foot is gonna hit the mat. You're gonna
Boom.
fall to one side.
And then I'm falling here to
You're gonna do a shrimp escape. Good. Now you're gonna build up on an elbow and hand. Okay. Yep. And you build hip height, and then you shuffle backward. Yeah.
Okay, got you.
Okay.
More of a shuffle than a swing. I feel like
Yeah.
I get
So
knocked
here,
the fuck
yeah.
out if I swing like that.
So on this get up here, the way we want to think about it is like we build hip height. We can kick off our opponent, and we're trying to send this foot through this hole as far back as we can.
Okay. You mind if I get down and try that?
Of course.
All right. So if I'm here, let's say this foot's down.
That foot's down. This foot's kind of you build hip height. You're kind
like
of
that.
kicking off me here.
Okay, kicking
now
off there.
you build up on your hand.
Oh, fuck.
So not your elbow, but your hand. There you go. And now you send this foot through that hole as far back as you can, and you shuffle back. Yeah. The problem with jiu-jitsu is that it's actually, yeah, it's a physical. There's a lot of physical things to master, but what's hard is the information overload. There's just so much, and so what I want to do with you today is not teach you everything about jiu-jitsu. It's too much. All the positions, all the techniques, all the defenses, all the offenses. The first thing I want you to understand is the violence scalability factor as a self-defense tool. Because like what a lot of martial arts, it's all about just like, okay, here's how I'd kill you. And like in real life, like you usually, like sometimes you do need to fight to kill and like you're in a life or death situation. But a lot of times like that's not really it's not the best thing. You want to be able to escalate and de-escalate violence. And that's what jiu-jitsu does really well. And so the scenario that I always think of is like, think of like your drunk uncle at Thanksgiving. Like he's acting a fool, he's like getting weird with people and you need to like
You just
control
gotta
him.
get him to chill out.
You gotta get him to chill out, okay? So usually when you're trying to get someone to chill out, like, so you don't wanna kill your uncle, that's the first thing, but you do wanna chill him out. So like think of a situation where like you're trying to get a hold of someone and they're pushing away. So like I'm trying to get a hold of you and you're just kind of like pushing away. I'm just like, bro, and you're like kind of staying away and I'm just like, I can't get a hold of this guy and he's getting a little drunk and if I get overly aggressive, I keep chasing him here, he might just like punch me, you know? This is one of my favorite moves when you like don't, like I said, you don't want to like slam someone to the ground, but you do need to get a hold of someone, okay? It's called an elbow drag to a back take, okay? So like I said, I'm trying to get a hold of you and you're like pushing me away here. And you're like walking away. Like I'm trying to get a hold of you and you're like walking away, yeah? All right, okay? So I'm just trying to get a hold of you here. Ball.
Oh.
Okay, I'm like, hey, you gonna chill? You gonna chill? Or do I have to choke you? Oh, you're not chilling, I gotta choke you. Okay, so it looks like a lot happened there or it might look like a little happened there, okay? But here's what happened basically. So you're just doing a human thing of shoving and creating distance, whether you're coming at me, okay? This works whether you're like being aggressive at me or you're trying to stay away. You're like walking away, I'm trying to get a hold of you, like keep walking that way.
Yep.
Okay? But one of your arms are reaching. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create an unfair fight. That's always what I wanna do, is create unfair fights. 2-on-1. I grab your elbow and your wrist here. And with this unfair fight, I'm able to drag it across and expose your back. So like I said, one of the things we want to be careful of, why we do that shrimp escape, is we don't want to
turn that back.
I want to turn that back. So I'm going to do that for you. Let's do that again. Let's just going to practice that. We're going to micro drill that.
Okay. So it's going to be
slow motion. Boom. Good. Again.
Now, as a trick to, I'm noticing like the first time I didn't really swing open like this. I kind of shuffled open.
Yeah.
It felt like when I swung open, you kind of have more control. Is that
You have more control?
Yeah, I had more control. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like I felt like I had more control to like keep swinging if you like.
In a sense, yeah. Rotational mechanics are very powerful. It's creating torque.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
That's
a good
observation.
I'm gonna ask you a lot of questions.
No, I love it. That's the best part about jiu-jitsu is
Yeah.
it's a discovery process. My teaching philosophy is I call it a lopsided top-down, bottom-up. where my job as a coach is to like lead you and teach a certain lesson.
Okay.
But like the traditional martial arts approach is always just like, all right, curriculum, and you drill what I say like 10,000 times, and then and basically you're only as good as how disciplined you are. I like more of a discovery approach than a discipline approach, where I get you started. I teach you minimal. I just told you like a basic arm drag wrist control, basic side step. There's nothing magical about that. Like it's basic stuff. I want you to discover bottom up. So that was top down. Bottom up, I want you to make the discoveries of all the tiny details.
Okay.
So I overload you with facts, and that's what like our education system does a lot, and that's what we do to ourselves a lot. We think we need to collect all the facts right away, and then we end up just like sand slipping through our fingers.
Yep.
So I'm happy that you asked that question. That's all to say. I'm happy you asked that question, and keep asking questions.
I feel like it's a learn from experience type deal, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like as you go, it's better to like start noticing shit. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So that's my job, is just to like spark your brain. And so, like I said, you have the tool of the 2-on-1 unfair arm fight and the side step. Let's see you do it again.
Let's do it again.
Oh, good. Okay. Let's do it one more time. Now let's try it. Now, like in general, just in fighting, we don't want to have our hands down.
Yeah.
Okay. We also don't want to have our hands up.
Yeah.
This means like, oh, we're going in a full fight.
Yeah.
That's escalating the situation. It's your drunk uncle. You don't want him to try to punch you. You don't want to punch him. But we also don't want our hands here where he could just decide to fucking knock us out.
Yeah.
So generally we want our hands right around our chest here, whether we're going like super just Buddhist or religious.
I like this one.
Okay.
I like this
or you're just like kind of playing with your hands here. It's just like anything where it's just like it's not confrontational, but it's also like ready.
Yeah.
And so with this, you're also ready to just grab.
Yep.
So when I reach here, you're ready to grab. Yep, drag, side step, bam, good.
And then I'm trying to come here.
You expose my back, yes, okay. So once
Question,
we get,
Patrick.
Yeah.
On that one,
Yeah.
my hand got stuck under your armpit. Is there a follow through that I'm looking to execute? Right, that would be
At the end?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
like once you come through, let's see. Once you come through here, because I'm grabbing here and I'm grabbing there. Once I come through here, is there a certain thing that I'm looking to do with this arm? Am I immediately going here?
Yeah, we're immediately going to a rear body lock.
Okay.
So as soon as there's back exposure here,
So
boom, yeah. Go boom right here. I'm connecting a rear body lock here.
Got you. Okay. Because that's where I was confused, where I was like, all right, now where does this arm go?
Yeah, so in this rear body lock, there's a million different ways to take you down here. But we're gonna start with a very simple one, okay? I'm gonna call it just the spinal tap takedown here. I'll explain that in a second here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna jump from this body lock around the waist to one hand jumping up around your neck. Okay, it's like a choke. And the other hand is the spinal tap right down below your, right in your lower back here. What I'm doing is I'm turning your spine into a lever where I'm pulling your neck backward and I'm pushing your hips forward.
Oh,
I'm just gonna start to drag you backward. Okay, because you're trying to keep your balance by walking your feet here. Okay, but it's hard for you to follow me. And I'm just gonna kind of sit you down and I'm gonna go on my knees here. Okay, and I've got you by the top of the lever as well as the bottom of the lever here. Okay, and then I can be like, hey bro, what are we doing? Are we gonna have a good Thanksgiving, or are we gonna fight? And if you're still trying to fight me, trying to eye gouge me, whatever, boom, then I'm gonna put you to sleep.
Yeah, we're gonna go get a gun, bro. We ain't got no shot. We're gonna go get a gun after that.
Yeah. So leverage is a big part of jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
And so instead of like trying to pick up our opponent and slam them down, that's good stuff. But instead we're gonna turn their spine into a lever. So you're behind me here, around my waist here. One hand is gonna jump up to the top of the lever.
It's gonna go up here, right?
Yeah, it's gonna go up there. You're gonna reach all the way around my trap. Good.
Okay.
The other hand is gonna be the spinal tap down below.
Yep.
Okay. And now you're just gonna be pulling my neck back and pushing my hips forward. And you're gonna walk yourself backward to your knees. Well, and I want you to be on your knees here, walk on my butt. Yep. And then you can go for your rear naked choke, which is.
And then where I take this hand?
So you have a long arm. This is your choking hand. Good.
Yeah.
This hand is gonna slide behind my neck. And you're gonna thread these fingers in your bicep.
Oh, whoa,
Okay,
bro.
good. And now we're gonna do trash compactor choking mechanics here, okay?
So should I be on both knees or should I have like one knee?
For now, just be on both knees.
Okay.
This works, yeah. What you're gonna do is like we're taking a selfie. You're gonna bring your head close in and like next ear to ear with me here. And as you do that, you're gonna pinch your shoulder blades together. So you bring your head forward and your shoulder blades and elbows backward.
All right, like that?
Yeah, like that. So you just keep bringing your head more forward and row your elbows backward. Keep pinching your shoulder blades together. Keep going, keep going. You can hear my voice. Keep going. Keep drawing. Good.
Oh, bro, I don't want to do that because I was like, holy shit. I know you the pro, but I was like, oh, this kind of feels terrible.
You feel bad choking me, or you feel like it's not working?
because I'm learning. I was like,
Yeah, I can't believe you just choked me at a jiu-jitsu class. It's messed up, man. Who's this guy you brought in here? Trying to choke me in jiu-jitsu? Come on, man. All right, you want to try that one more time, or you want to go from the top?
let's go from the top.
Cool.
And then that'll help me kind of
bro.
put all the moves together.
Come fight me.
So we'll go slow too, because I'm definitely trying to add these.
He thinks we're going slow. We're gonna fight to the death.
Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's see.
All right, so you're trying to get a
of.
hold of. I'm drunk uncle here.
Okay.
Get off.
Shot
get
it.
off. Get off.
Oh, see, first I have my arm.
okay,
I gotta
fix
keep my arms up. Oh, wow, fuck that up. Let's do that again.
No, that was good. It's messy. Jiu-jitsu's
I
messy.
feel like that was fucking terrible, bro. I mean, it's not gonna be picture perfect, but.
All right. This is the thing I repeat most to all my clients, all my students. David's sick of hearing it. My favorite martial arts quote of all time by someone who's not even technically like a martial artist, although he is, but people don't think of him as a martial artist. Okay? Mike Tyson. Everyone's got a plan until they get punched in the mouth. All right? So we have a plan here. Doesn't mean don't have a plan, but it means like expect to get punched in the mouth, keep fighting.
Yeah.
Keep improvising. You're gonna come up with your own techniques and your own discoveries and details that are gonna make it work. So just because something doesn't go exactly as planned, don't be like, oh, we gotta stop and reset.
Okay, cool. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Let's get it. All right, cool. So my hands are here. I'm here.
Yep.
Then this goes here.
Yep.
Then this goes here.
Yep. And so you want to create a strong anchor. So this is a strong area. Let's make this anchor stronger by really getting a trap grip.
Like that.
Yes. Now I'm really
Okay, cool.
I'm locked in.
Cool. All right, now we're here.
Yes.
And now this comes
Here.
here.
Yep. That blade's gonna go behind my neck.
Oh, wait.
Behind my neck.
Oh, yeah, behind you.
Yeah.
Behind you. And then we're going to go ear here.
Yep.
And roll the elbows back.
Chokes usually take like 5 to 15 seconds of squeezing. It's not just like touch and they're dead.
Yeah.
Like John Wick or whatever.
Yeah.
You just like touch their neck and they're just like, poof. So you're ready to cook them in that choke for. I usually have a 100-second count in my head. I just try to apply 1% of force per second, just like an anaconda.
Just get it worse and worse. Yeah.
Like a boa constrictor.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just trying to I always call it you want to give them hope, like, oh, I'm fine here, and then take away all the hope. That's how I do.
Bro.
Yeah.
Oh
it's
my God,
it's pretty
bro.
psychotic.
That is some like CIA agent type shit, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you give him a little bit of hope, man. Snatch it.
All right, so maybe I try to, I'm trying to fight my drunk uncle, trying not to fight him. He's getting over aggressive and he's way bigger than me. I go for this here and I'm like trying to get this body up, but he faces me, you face me here, and I'm trying to take you down here, and you're way bigger than me and you take me down here, and I fall and you're on top of me here. And now you're just trying to punch me and then I'm dead. All right, let's reset. Okay, so I have to have a plan for when, I have to have a plan for getting punched in the mouth. I'm not able to get the takedown. This is where closed guard is the biggest. It's just like the biggest deal in jiu-jitsu. Being able to submit our opponent off our back here. Okay, so I'm trying to take you down in some way. We're in a skirmish here.
Okay.
That's not working here. No, you're act like you're bigger and stronger and better.
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay. Immediately, what I want to do here is not let you mount me. I want to ball up my knees to my chest as I sit to my butt here, and I catch these butterflies. Now you're just gonna like pancake on me here. Okay. You're just gonna be like heavy on me here. So I'm gonna catch you with these butterfly hooks, and then I'm gonna close my guard.
Got you.
So this closed guard here, or full guard, it's the most important position in all of jiu-jitsu. Okay, it's where I have the ability to survive from bottom position. It's very hard for you to punch me, because what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna put one overhook in and one head hug in like this. So this arm, try to punch me with this arm right now. Okay, you can't, right? Now this arm is free. Your left arm is free. But I'm gonna hide my head on this side of your head. Try to punch me.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Whereas if I would have fallen back,
yeah, that would have been different. If I was here, it'd just been different ballgame.
Yeah, now I can't do much. I can try to tie this up here. I can try to do what I taught with the trap and roll, but it's still very weak.
Yeah.
Okay, and you can free it. You can pull out as I try to go for my bridge. You can pull that hand out and post.
Yeah.
You start punching me still. Okay. So like, if to people that haven't seen Jiu-Jitsu before, there's a huge difference between being me in full mount versus now. I'm gonna do a little shrimp out of here.
Yep.
Versus now being in closed guard, where I have my legs wrapped around you, and I have the ability to use my legs to control your torso.
Yep.
And my arms to control your head and arm. Okay? Because Jiu-Jitsu is awesome, but I can't do Jiu-Jitsu if I'm knocked out.
Yeah.
If I'm asleep.
Yeah.
And so my first job, especially from bottom position in self-defense Jiu-Jitsu, is to not get knocked out. We're gonna practice going to the ground here, okay? Basically what I want you to do is I want you to bring your feet together.
Feet together.
Yep. Then we're gonna sit our butt to our heels very slowly, okay? And we're gonna let our back just roll to the mat as we tuck our chin, good. And then our knees come close to our chest because it's blocking our opponent from like getting their hips on our chest there.
Yep.
And we're gonna swim our feet outside wide and lock them in our guard.
Oh, my hips are terrible, bro.
Yeah, we're fine, you're good.
Oh, that hurts.
Okay, so watch me do it now as you do it again.
Okay.
It's just this.
Let's do it.
Boom. Do it. Good.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
My
cross your
feet
arms.
hit each other. What the fuck?
Okay, so now and your chin is tucked so you don't hit your head on the mat. Okay? So now imagine you're trying to do the move. We'll do it in slow motion here.
Okay.
Trying to do the move.
Boom, boom, boom.
You're trying to elbow drag me.
Okay,
Drunk
so
uncle.
we're going.
Yeah, boom, but I'm just like, no. You're not getting, and I'm starting to tackle you down here.
Yep.
Feet together.
Feet together.
Butt to heels.
Butt to heels.
Knees to chest. Bam, and then you close your guard. Bam. Okay?
And then what you did was...
Yeah, overhook.
Like that?
Yep, insert that hand and then hug my head like this.
And then bring my head close.
So I'm trying to punch you with this arm. I can't. I'm trying to punch you with this arm. Bam. I can't.
Got it.
do anything. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, let's try that again.
All right, let's get it. Bro, even if someone didn't learn how to fight, they can just learn how to protect themselves.
Yeah, that's the first lesson of Jiu-Jitsu is like, don't die.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, let's get it.
Ready?
Let's go. Let's see. Oh, fuck that one up. Let's go again.
So what was the micro battle you missed? What was the detail you missed? Yep, this is
I was swinging the...
is knees to chest.
Ah, you're right, because
So-
I instantly flatten out.
I got
so now
past
you're
it.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas you keep your knees to your chest here. You
Yeah,
block
now we're
with the
stuck here.
frames.
And then we can...
Yep. Good.
Okay, got you, bro.
All right.
I ain't gonna lie, I was like, what the fuck did I do different?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Can't get that.
Knees to chest. Bam. Close guard. And then get your anchors. Your head hug.
fuck
No,
that.
that's good. This is good. Head hug.
Like
Okay.
this?
Head hug. And this one's an overhook. That's an
That
underhook.
one's,
Overhook. Yes.
Like that.
good. Very good. Now I'm gonna try to. We're gonna play a sticky overhook drill. I'm gonna try to free myself, and your job is just to hold the position. Ready? Go.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna pick you up. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna start this way. I'm gonna go this way. You're staying sticky. Staying sticky. I'm gonna stand up here. You lock your legs a little bit higher on my back.
A little bit higher.
Yeah, like cross your ankles.
All
Good.
right.
Okay. I'm gonna literally stand up here. Your job is just to stay sticky. I'm gonna run around.
Bro, this is crazy.
I'm taking you for a little ride here. Go back down. Good. Relax. Okay. So Jiu-Jitsu.
Now, what stops anybody from just like jumping up and diving to the ground with you?
Oh, like a body slam?
Yeah, like you're able to run around.
We're gonna talk about that.
Okay.
Okay, so now what we're doing, so one of the first like meta skills you develop in Jiu-Jitsu is stickiness. Finding anchors to your opponent. So this overhook is an anchor. Head hugging is an anchor. Ankles crossed is an anchor. Okay? And then we wanna start to, once we have anchors, it's not enough to just hold. That's a really good meta skill, but we need other skills like movement. Now, we can generate movement, okay? But also our opponent can generate movement. So what you just brought up was like, what if they slam me? Okay. That is a problem. That's them moving to do something against us. But we can use that movement against them. That's Bruce Lee's be like water. Okay. Where the water, like, you're not just trying to stop things, you're trying to go around things, and you're trying to use the movement of things. So, we're gonna get to the body slam problem. But we're first gonna talk about another kind of movement, which is, I have you in closed guard here.
Okay.
I have my head hug, I have my overhook. Now you can't punch me with this arm, and you can't punch me in the head with this arm. What you can do is you can start punching me in the ribs with that arm, okay? And that can start to really hurt and cause damage. I can't just eat those forever, okay? It is like a real problem, okay? So that's movement on your part. I can use that against you. Start trying to punch me in the ribs right now. Okay?
Yep.
And now what this is leading to, this is an opportunity for me now to get a triangle choke.
Ooh.
Okay?
Holy
a triangle
shit.
choke is where I use my legs to choke your neck.
Ooh,
Feel that?
yeah,
Feel the
bro.
stars? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
so.
Okay, so I'll show.
That was all from.
Yeah. So what I'm doing here is, like I said, you start to punch me here. Okay. What I'm doing is I'm gonna catch the inside of your bicep with my elbow.
Okay.
And I'm gonna feed it to my shin.
Okay.
So now I'm starting to create, once again, an unfair fight. Our first unfair fight was my two arms against your one arm.
Yep.
Now it's my stronger leg against your arm.
Your arm. Okay, got you.
Now from this shin on bicep control, I'm gonna get a wrist control anchor here. And I'm going to thread my foot through this loop, okay?
Yeah.
Through this loop here. And now I'm gonna isolate your neck and your one arm. Okay, because this is another interesting thing here. The first choke I taught you was called a rear naked choke. It's called a rear naked choke, not because it's some weird erotic thing, okay? Like naked, it sounds weird. It's because it's the neck alone. It's the naked neck, whereas most chokes are actually involve the neck and the arm. Okay, so this is like how most chokes are, where you have one arm in and your shoulder is choking the space between neck right here. So the way I'm gonna actually close that space and choke your artery there with your shoulder to make it a blood choke is I'm gonna lock my legs into a figure 4. Okay, I'm gonna go through some steps here and I'll take you through it, but I wanna transfer your arm across. I'm going to cinch my legs into a figure 4, and then I'm gonna pull on the head and pinch the knees until you tap. All right.
Holy. Now.
Yeah.
Nah, I'll ask later. We'll take it step by step.
Okay, we're gonna have you give it a try.
All right, cool.
And then, but yeah, you will
I'm
be
trying to
able
remember the steps. So, I'm here. I'm here.
Close guard.
And I got you here.
You have an overhook
Yep,
anchor, and
overhook.
you have a head hug anchor.
And then we got the head hug like this.
So you're safe from the knockout, but I'm trying to break your ribs here. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna get your elbow inside my bicep.
I'm gonna go here.
Good. You're gonna feedle your knee inside. You're gonna scrape your knee inside my bicep. Yeah, bring your knee to your chest. Yes, good. Okay, good.
And
now,
then here.
Wrist control.
And we brought this down.
Yeah, you push that away, and you're gonna thread your foot through this loop. Okay, it seems difficult.
Fuck, yeah.
You can do it. You can do it. Yep. Bring those toes through. Good. Okay. Now you're gonna chop that leg over my neck right here.
Like this?
Yep. You're gonna cross your ankles.
And then I got ankles crossed?
Yeah, really cross them as tight as you can.
Okay, like that?
Yep. Now you're gonna transfer this arm across your body. Okay. You're gonna take that arm now. Grab your shin. Grab your own shin. You can grab over the top for your shin.
This here?
Like reach over the top right here. There you go, grab your shin.
Okay.
You're gonna put your left foot on my hip.
I don't think I'm doing this right, bro.
Grab your shin.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Okay, now put your left foot on my hip.
Left foot.
Yeah, so you uncross your ankles.
Oh, got you. So that just replaced
so put your left foot on my hip.
actually on it.
Yes.
Okay,
You're
got you.
gonna push yourself backward.
Like
Push yourself backward, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you're gonna take that left leg and lock it right over where your hand is.
Figure 4, like you said.
Yeah, lock it over your hand. So take that left foot off your hip now. Off your hip and lock it over your ankle right here.
Oh yeah, okay, my left hand.
Not your left hand, your left leg.
Oh, it's there. It's just short
So you
legs.
want to lock it on top, like
Like this, right?
no, like
Oh, all right, cool. Let's do that. Okay, and then that goes over there. That keeps you in there.
So that's a triangle choke. Now, once again, there's a lot of details to that, but I kind of want to, like I said, give you a vision of the guard, because I obviously that was not easy, and that takes a lot of reps to learn. But I want you to have a vision for like how things can go wrong, how Mike Tyson can still punch you in the mouth here. Okay, so come in my closed guard here.
Yep.
Now here, so I'm creating this dilemma for you here, where you can just like hold me here and be really weird. It's just really weird, or you can start punching me. Then when you start punching me here, now I start to isolate one of your arms. Okay. Now here's the thing: if you're like really strong, and I'm like not that practiced at this, and it's like my first time doing this, you can sometimes escape this arm. You can use like raw power and raw force to kind of posture up and just like limp.
That's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it. Yeah, so you go for that.
Slide this.
Yeah, so immediately I go to double shin on bicep control here.
Got you.
So now try to free your arms right now without standing up. Just stay on your knees, try to free them. Now once again, I have a 2-on-1 on both your arms.
Yeah.
My shin and my hand.
And you're using my hips to go against me, basically.
Yes.
All right.
Okay. Now, even if, so this is great, and there's levels to like how strong I can be with this.
Yeah.
So like try to get out right now. Okay. But now let's say I'm not as good as I am, or just you ate your Wheaties this morning and you're stronger than me here, and you manage to free your arm somehow.
Okay.
So you just free them.
Just pull this one out.
Now if I just stay here, yeah, pull both out.
All right.
Pull both out. If I just stay here, now punch me right now. Okay. You can land punches on me right now.
Yeah.
So now you can't. But now what I can do is I can engage that bridge we worked on. My feet are on your hips here.
Oh, bro.
Go to punch me now.
Yeah.
Okay, you can't reach me. My feet are on your hips. Keep coming forward. Okay. Okay, and I can just keep bridging away here. Okay. Now what you might do is be like, okay, well, I'm gonna stand up now.
Yeah.
So
you say, fuck it, let me get up.
You start to stand up. Yeah, go for it. Stand up. Now I can get a double ankle sweep.
Oh, shit.
Knock you down. Okay, now I get on top of you.
Yeah.
Okay. So, hey, bro.
Excuse my language.
No, you're good. Okay, so we're in closed guard here.
Yeah.
You cross your ankles.
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here.
You get to
and then I got the.
You get to your camping position where you're hugging my head.
Cool. I got your head here.
Yep.
And I got the.
My overhook. Yep.
Like that.
Yep. Good. Nice. Okay.
So I'm staying sticky.
So I'm trying to punch you here. So you go for your triangle.
I'm gonna go here.
Yep. You get that shin in front of bicep.
Shin in there.
You're trying to do your triangle game. Keep the tricep grip for now. Like grab my tricep.
Up here.
Yeah, like right there. Yeah.
Okay.
I free this arm now. So now you scrape this here, and you get double tricep control. So now I'm trying to punch you here.
I'm using the hips.
Yeah, and you're kind of flaring your knees right now. Flare your knees.
Oh, out.
Yeah, that helps reinforce these.
Okay, got you. Yeah.
Yes.
Big difference.
Bam. So it's really hard for me to punch you now.
Yep.
Okay. But now I'm gonna be like, all right, well, I'm gonna go extra strength, extra power. I'm gonna really posture up. Okay, so now you're in trouble here a little bit.
Yeah.
Start punching you. So now you're gonna pinch your knees together.
Okay.
And bridge your hips. Now it's really hard for me to reach you.
It's almost like you're helping me too, because
so
as you
you're
charge,
getting away.
Yeah.
And you could do the shrimp we worked on.
Yeah.
Where you just shrimp away and get out. But instead what we're gonna do is the double ankle sweep. So now I'm just like, all right, fuck this, F this. I'm gonna stand up, okay? But now you're ready to grab my ankles with your hands. 1, 2, your feet are on my hips.
And then I drop, do I drop
you just do this double ankle sweep where you push your ankles on, you push your feet, good. And now you're gonna retract your feet back.
Bring them back here.
Yep, and you're gonna pick up my feet and get up.
All right.
You S your leg, yeah.
Oh,
I'll teach you how to get
terrible.
up later.
Yeah, I was like, bro, that can't be it. Now you can just kick me in the face.
I'll sit on your butt real quick.
Okay.
The art of getting up without using your hands, okay? We just take our feet, we make an S shape with our feet.
Oh, bro, my hips
now
are terrible.
It's okay, you did great. Now imagine like you're pulling on a rope with your hands. You're just gonna transfer your weight forward. Yes, and then you windshield wipe this foot out of the way, and now you're up. And now you can stand up or whatever.
Okay, got you.
And you didn't use your hands at all.
Let me try that again.
Yeah.
Just so I can remember So I'm here.
So you're there.
I was here.
You sit up.
I'm gonna sit up like this.
Yep, you S your legs.
And I'm gonna drop here.
Now it's transfer your weight forward, and then bam.
Okay.
So the reason you want to learn that is because after you sit on your back again,
Yep.
your feet go on my hips, your hands go on my ankles.
Yep.
You knock me down with this double ankle sweep. Okay. Now you keep control of my ankles.
Yep. And then I come
Okay?
here.
Yes, you S your feet. Yep. And then you get up and you, exactly, bam.
Perfect.
Now you're on top of me.
Okay, cool.
So now you're a double threat from your back.
Yeah.
You can both submit me with a triangle, or if it doesn't work, you can knock me down and get on top.
Okay.
So,
This is gonna make me watch UFC totally different now.
yeah, it should, yeah. I mean, like I said, my philosophy of martial arts, a lot of people, when they sign up for martial arts, it's usually like we're kind of weirdos that we want to do this for fun. I'm a weirdo. David's a weirdo.
I kind of like this, bro.
You're kind of weirdo that you're like dipping your toe in right now.
This.
There's something wrong with us, and we have this as men, we have this maybe. I'm kind of joking, but we have this insecurity about not being able to win a fight, or just feeling.
Oh, bro, that's 100%. Look at me, I'm way smaller than you, so just naturally, if.
Yeah, and but it's weird though because we live in a civilized world downtown.
Most of the time you don't have to.
Yeah, downtown LA is a little sketchy, but it's still we're not getting in fights. You can buy a gun instead.
Yeah.
You can. There's ways of
Yeah.
defending yourself that are not like this, but we feel like mentally we lack this discipline. We lack this warrior spirit, and so I almost lost my train of thought where I was going with this, but. Sorry, I'm wax philosophical. But what we're really doing when we get here, we come in because we want to learn how to fight, we learn self-defense, but what we're really doing is we're learning how to deal with chaos and pressure. That's what life feels like when we're at work, when we're in our relationships with our spouse or our kids. And life is just it's life. It's not easy. And Jiu-Jitsu, what we're doing is we're meditating. We're becoming familiar with these situations where Mike Tyson's punching us in the mouth. And we have plans, and those plans aren't working, and we really want to get mad and angry and get just see red, bro. And the solution is usually that there's an opportunity in that getting punched in the mouth to slip the punch and go for a counter. And so that's what we're practicing here. So rather than me, I could have there's another quote, martial arts quote that's famous, which is Bruce Lee's, I don't fear the man that's practiced 10,000 kicks one time, but the man who's practiced one kick 10,000 times. It's a beautiful quote, I love it. We could have spent today doing just one move, probably not 10,000 times, but a lot. And that would have been good. You would have gotten really good at the elbow drag. You could have gotten really good at perfected your shrimp escape. But what I wanted to do today, both for you and for whoever's watching, is to give a vision of what it looks like to get punched in the mouth and then keep fighting the fight.
Yeah.
And still see these threats as opportunities, and still visualize this decision tree in your head, where you're forcing your opponent to kind of, you pick their poison, because you're setting anchors, you're attaching yourself to them, you're generating movement. Whether it's their punches or it's your shrimp or whatever, and then all they have is bad options to react to that. So in this case, with the triangle double ankle sweep dilemma, they can either stand top of you and get triangled, or they can retreat and fall on their back. So yeah, that's I'm just kind of summing up my philosophy of jiu-jitsu right now.
It makes sense.
But yeah, that's the best part of it for me, is it helps me. I feel like being on the mat makes me a better person off the mat. And that's what I want for you, and that's what I want for all my students. Because I used to use jiu-jitsu as an escape, just to prove my manhood.
Yep.
And just to get strong and be able to win. I'd imagine I'm in a room and I can just
You just know what you can do to people.
Yeah, and would I be the last man standing?
Yeah.
Basically. That was my whole thing.
Just in the office at the water cooler.
Yeah, it was all about my ego.
Yeah.
But now it's I care about that a lot less, because you accomplish that in your first 6 to 12 months of jiu-jitsu. And so but yeah, what really gave me meaning in jiu-jitsu was just oh, I can apply this kind of anti-fragile ability to get punched in the mouth and still have a plan, still
And
roll
still
the
go.
punches,
Yeah.
and still go. And so that's why I take with me off the mat. And so, yeah, I wanted to give you that vision today. And so, yeah, any questions or any?
Bro, the only thing I can say is I learned a lesson today, right? Like you used we tend to think that like, if we get into something like, I can whip this dude's ass, you would like to think that, right?
Yeah.
But just the little shit that you showed me so far, and excuse my language, I'm sorry, there's other people here, but just from what you showed me today, it's like, you don't know anything, and you don't know who else knows anything. You know what I mean? Like, just the anchor points. The anchor points period is like, I can swing all I want. Like, I can win all the street fights you want, but when somebody knows, like, just little things like that, just like, okay, you swing, I can sweep you here and bring you here. It's like, that changes the ball game. Like, that's a level of, again, ego. That ego has to, like, imagine thinking like, yo, I'm about to really beat on Patrick in this space right now.
Yeah.
Imagine we have the same idea
Yeah.
inside this room. Who's gonna be the last guy?
Dog eat dog, yeah.
I'm about to knock him out.
Yeah.
I swing, you sweep me like this, and now at that very moment, I don't know where I'm going.
Yeah.
I don't know what's about to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just that, man. Like, that part of defense is like crazy. Just the unique mechanics of everything is somebody knows the human body more than you.
Yeah.
And I think, yeah, like you said, taking this outside. What I also discovered too is in the beginning, I felt like, all right, I'm being a little too fragile because I haven't been in a space like this in a long time.
Right. So what I want to do, that's a great point. Feeling fragile and also like not knowing like, oh, I had this plan and then it's not working anymore. What do I do next? I think how I want to close this, if David's okay with it, is you and I do a little roll here and Troy can shoot it and he can kind of see like what sport jiu-jitsu looks like when we're both rolling with the punches, punch each other in the mouth, metaphorically.
Yeah.
Better not punch me. And yeah, just seeing how like we are working through our decision trees and working through the pressure and the chaos. So does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Hey, you heard about that boy Blasto?
key is you let your students know that like you're giving them some stuff. It's a black belt secret right here. He's a purple belt, almost brown belt, and so he knows I'm like giving him some looks, taking it easy on him, easy mode. But he's getting pretty good, and someday he's gonna catch me for real. He might have already caught me for real, but he doesn't know it. He still thinks I'm going in easy mode. Just hide the easy mode forever, and then they never think they earned one. So.
Any words on that? Easy mode?
No comment. No comment. No comment.
Well, you heard it here
Black
first,
belt
folks.
secrets.